How many Falcon 9 launches has SpaceX done? Well, that depends on what you're counting and when you started counting from. So here's a breakdown of the key things you need to know about Falcon 9 launches. First off, the Falcon 9 is a reusable two-stage rocket that was developed by SpaceX. It's designed to carry satellites, cargo, and even crews to orbit on a routine basis. But it's most famous for that first-stage landing and reuse, which has dramatically reduced the cost of launching stuff into space. So let's dive into some key launch facts. It's a two-stage rocket, which means it has a first stage and a second stage. The first stage is responsible for getting the rocket off the ground and is also the part that returns to land or a drone ship for reuse. And the second stage carries the payload to orbit. The Falcon 9 is designed to be reused multiple times. That means the boosters have flown up to 19 times as of early 2025. That's a lot of launches. This reusability is one of the things that makes SpaceX and the Falcon 9 so special. Now let's talk about what this rocket actually carries. Its payload. Falcon 9 launches carry all kinds of stuff into space, including satellites like Starlink satellites, commercial satellites, and even military satellites. It also carries crews to orbit for NASA's Commercial Crew program. You might have heard of the Crew Dragon spacecraft. That's the part that carries the astronauts. And it's launched on top of the Falcon 9. The Falcon 9 has also been used to resupply the International Space Station with cargo. There have been many launches to deliver supplies and equipment to the ISS. Okay, now let's talk about where this rocket launches from. The Falcon 9 launches from a few different places, but the main ones are Kennedy Space Center's LC-39A launch pad in Florida and Cape Canaveral's SLC-40 launch pad. In Florida, the rocket also launches from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. You might have heard of Starlink and how it provides global internet coverage. Well, there are tons of Falcon 9 launches that deploy batches of Starlink satellites. These launches happen frequently as new batches of satellites are ready to go. Now let's talk about some notable achievements. The Falcon 9 is the first orbital-class rocket to be reused multiple times. As I mentioned earlier, the boosters have flown up to 19 times. That's a record. As of early 2025, there have been over 300 successful launches and landings of the Falcon 9. That's a lot of successful missions. It's an incredible workhorse rocket. The Falcon 9 is an integral part of NASA's Commercial Crew program, which is designed to get astronauts to the International Space Station. It has launched private missions, including Inspiration 4, which was the first all-civilian crew to orbit the Earth. If you want more key stats for a specific launch or a timeline of major launches, just let me know, and I can provide that too.